Hello everyone, my name is Manu and I welcome you all to my channel Learn English. In this video, we'll be doing the present continuous tense. Like in the last video, we started with simple present tense. Taking it forward comes as present continuous tense. So let's see how and where do we use the present continuous tense. This tense is used for an action in progress. Whenever there is an action which is going on in progress and that is temporary in nature, means any particular action which is not going to be there forever or is temporary, not any sort of permanent activity. That tense uses present continuous tense, and that is in present time of speaking, right now, presently, when that action is going on and that action is also temporary, not permanent. That tense is present continuous tense. Let's see the example. Like the example here says, it is raining outside. When we are saying it is raining outside, the verb over here is rain. And we are saying it is raining outside, which means it's not a permanent activity, but it is in progress right now. This act is happening right now, but it is a temporary activity, temporary in nature. So this is how we use present continuous tense. Let's see the second pointer. The second pointer says it also shows future action or definite arrangement in near future. Whenever we are talking about something which is going to happen in future, that is also present continuous tense. In that particular sentence also you can use present continuous tense for any sort of future arrangement, which is a definite arrangement, means anything that is particularly planned for future, has been already planned. Then you can use present continuous tense. Like, let's see in the example. The example says, I am going to cinema tomorrow. When it is saying the verb over here is go and it is saying I am going to cinema tomorrow, that means we are talking about an action which is going to happen in future, but that future action is planned right now. It is a definite action that is going to happen in future. So in such kind of sentence, we use present continuous tense. Like the second sentence says, she is coming next week. Over here, the verb is come, and we are using the present continuous for this sentence because this is again a future arrangement. We are talking about somebody who's going to come next week, and that coming next week is already being planned, is confirmed. It's a future action which has already been arranged. It's definite, it's going to happen. So, in all those kind of scenarios, wherein any future action which is definite and it's going to happen, then we use present continuous tense. So basically present continuous tense is used for two sorts of activity. One is the action in progress that is temporary in nature. It's not permanent. And second, to show any future action that is definite and bound to happen. Let's see a few more examples to understand this better. Like you can see in the first example, it says she is not working. When we are saying she is not working, that does not mean that she is not working forever. Right now, at the present state, this is a temporary action by someone. Temporarily, she is not working. Then we say she is swimming in water. That means she is swimming in water right now. This is a present action, and again, it's a temporary action. So, this is how you can make out a present continuous tense. The second sentence says she is coming next week. Again, this is a future action which is planned. Something which is planned for future and is definite is being used in a present continuous tense. She is having lunch now. Again, this is the present action which is happening, action in progress right now. She is looking at the sky. Looking at the sky is also again a very temporary action, which she is not going to look at the sky forever. She is looking right now at present. That is how we use the present continuous tense. Now let's see some of the rules of using present continuous tense. How will you write a sentence in present continuous tense? Let's see for the very first, that is a positive sentence. If your sentence is positive, then you need to write is MR along with your subject. First would be your subject and then it will be is MR, any one of them according to your sentence, and then your verb will end with ing. That is the ing form of verb. Like the sentence here is, he is playing. This is an absolutely positive sentence. We're talking about in a positive scenario that somebody is playing. Then with the subject we have is and the verb is play, which is ending by ing. Again, let's see for a negative sentence. If your sentence is negative, then what you have to do is, along with the subject, is MR will remain as it is, but you have to add not to it. That means are not, is not, am not, and then your verb will end with ing. The verb will remain same. Like the sentence here says, he isn't playing. That means it's a negative sentence that we're talking about a boy who's not playing. So we have added not along with is. The third rule is for a question. Suppose you're writing a sentence which is in a question form. Then what you need to do is you need to write is, am, are, and then follow it by the subject and then verb ing. That means first your is, am, are will come and then the subject will come. Now the subject is not on the first point. Earlier it was subject and then is, am, are plus the verb ing. Now it is, am, are plus your subject plus verb in ing form. Like the example here is he playing? Obviously, it will end with a question mark. So that is how when you are making a present continuous sentence in a question form, you need to put is first and then your subject will come in middle. Subject will come in between the verb and is, am, are, or any one of them which you are using. So these are some of the rules which you need to remember whenever you are making a sentence with present continuous. One important point to remember is when not to use this progressive form. Progressive form is when not to use this continuous, present continuous form. Are there some exceptions to it? What you need to remember, let's see. There are some verbs which do not agree. There are some which will do not agree to the continuous action. That means there are some verbs which are not going to follow the present continuous form or the action. Instead of using the continuous in such scenarios, you need to use a simple present tense. For some such kind of verbs which are not going to follow the rule of present continuous, in that situation you need to use simple present with such verbs. So what are those verbs called? Those verbs are called stative verbs. Like we have static and dynamic, in the same way, it is a static verb. Stative is a static verb which is not in action. Not an action verb is known as a stative verb. Let's see one such example. Like I have taken the example of this verb no. As you can see, no is not an action verb. It cannot be used in progressive form. Let's see the example which is being used. It says, I am knowing the answer. This use of the verb in progressive form is absolutely wrong. This sentence is grammatically incorrect. You cannot write I am knowing the answer because know is a stative verb. It will not follow the rule of progressive form. If you want to use know, then you have to use in simple present. Like I know the answer is the correct way to use this verb know. There are more such verbs which are stative, which I've written over here, like taste, smell, think, know, own, belong, comprise, believe, love, look, seem, affect. These are some of the verbs. There are more stative verbs you can make out whenever you're using in your sentence. All those verbs which are static, they are stative verbs. So don't use them in the continuous form. So that's all for the present continuous tense, and I hope you have understood it. I'm leaving you with these practice questions. Do attempt them. This will give you a better clarity of the concept. These are the answers to the questions that I had put up in the simple present tense video which we did last week. So you can just pause the video over here and check out your answers. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please show your thumbs up for the video. Do like, share and subscribe. In case if you have any doubts or suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section. I'll see you again next time with another video. Thank you.